Hello good peoples, and welcome back to the Legend of Grimrock 2, and what is hopefully the final part. Now, like I said, I went and got Zimboy's shoes off camera. As you can see here, got a little glowing blue outline. His energy is 489, without it, 434. He is actually getting a significant energy boost from having the complete set on. Castle X is large. You might just be able to see some candles glowing up there in the very distant darkness. This rather interesting looking portal. A pit with... oh, there's water in it. I couldn't even see the water. There does seem to be something back here though. And it sounds like there's something moving to my left. I don't remember... ah, there it is. I'll grab that in a second. In the meantime, we've got some writing on the wall. Creation myth. For near an infinity the basic elements were in equilibrium and there was only void. Then came the spirits and the creation spell was cast. With the spell the fifth element was created and thus the equilibrium of the elements was disrupted. The universe exploded into existence. The spirits left, but the words of the creation spell remained in the universe. Should they ever be lost, it would undo all creation. Hence the words of the creation spell are forever guarded in the Nexus. All matter in the universe is made from four basic elements: fire, earth, air, and water. Fire opposes water like air opposes earth. But without a fifth spiritual element, there would only be void, as all matter would fall apart when the four basic elements cancel each other out. We call the fifth element balance, although perhaps the breaker of balance would be a more fitting name. So yes, we never did find the fifth element, but we only found 3 power gems in any case. Not to mention we didn't find the shrine of where this element could be. We have received quite some hints though as towards it. If anybody wants to try and think in advance where it could be, that would be good. Wow, you do not get a lot of time for that. Yeah, that was pretty much exactly as much time as I got. A Tome of Knowledge! Zimboy doesn't actually need it anymore. I might give it to Nosferatu. Now she can backstab with her serpent blade. And I thought there were only 8 skulls in the game, turns out there's 9. Vilson Roundfriend can watch over his skull friends from afar. A couple more throwing axes, even though I've more or less given up on those. Some more cannonballs, and I'm very glad I dumped out... oh yeah, I cleaned up Aina's inventory a little bit off camera. She can actually carry these now. 41 cannonballs. When the time... Asanaka isn't going to be able to move when I give him his new ammo. I just get the feeling from looking at this place it's immensely cold. It's probably difficult to heat this much stone. It's a little Spartan in design. I think it kind of fits. It's a very ominous look to the final area. Obviously we've got to have a quick scout about in the water. I don't think there's anything here from what I recall though. This water's all about the aesthetic. Yeah. Unless there's a secret button. Okay, I really shouldn't be wasting time if I'm going to get this episode finished. But the castle next isn't terribly long. As part of my brain was saying there's a secret button there, I might be confusing it with when I first played I was certain there would be a secret button, and so I kept looking when there wasn't. This is a little more homely looking. And what do we got here? A whole load of gates. This puzzle, which a lot of people get confused by, and I'll explain later when we actually have the clues. And a whole lot more books. Also some healing potions, which is nice, because I only have so many mushrooms. Broadhead arrows, that would be nice if any of us used a bow. Though by this point you would probably have as many arrows as you need. They're reusable, unlike the bullets that Azanaka relies on. Around the lone pillars, don't let tired feet stop you. This floor actually, yeah, this floor is called the library. Appropriately. Oh. I don't recall ever actually finding this. So yes, this shows all the places we've been, as well as a couple of places we never did get to go. We never saw the North Wall, or the Kraken's Arm. There's apparently docks to the east of Castle Nex, and some islands called the Everlasting Mist west of Twigroot and south of the hamlet of Stormbreach. On the topic of maps, though, I'm just remembering I forgot to go and check one. Namely this. So, if you'll forgive me a little detour, I'm just going to very quickly go sprint to that. It will be a shame just to leave a chest unexplored when we know where it is. Oh, well, when I know where it is. You? We have seen this view, and it's relatively nearby. That's a very distinctive shape of building, because that is what the elemental shrines look like. Whoops. Couldn't even see it and I caught it. That was just because I don't like him. Okay, where's the way out? Thank you. There's one of the shrine buildings. Looks about right to me. And now we don't have any more lockpicks. And this is where the other harpoon was. I knew it was around there somewhere. So yeah, you can grab the harpoon. All of the treasure chests you don't need the maps for. You can grab all of them plenty early. Who is it texting me? It's not, it's an email. It will have to wait. I'm going to eat you, little fishy. I can't believe I got through the nearly got through the whole LP without humming that to myself. Alright, back into the big and scary castle. Now that we've made a detour to grab a harpoon that I'm never going to use. That was a well worth it detour. So yes, on the topic of grabbing items early, if you know what you're doing, there is extremely few fights that you have to get into in the Pyramid of Umass, and in fact you can grab the Moonblade nearly immediately. You run to kill Breachbog, you enter the Herd Den. If you're nimble, you can actually get away with not fighting much in there, and grab the Serpent Staff. And once you have that, you can get into the Pyramid. You can end up having it before you've done anything more than Twigroot Forest. Obviously that is kind of a leap up. I mean, it does require, what is it, Light Weapons 4 to use it, but you'll get that relatively soon if you focus it. Alright, We've been around most of the library. So, as the clue said, around the lone pillars. Don't let tired feet stop you. So let's do a square dance. 1 click. 2 click. I think there's only need to go around twice. 2V. That will be important, however, if I recall correctly, we might have to be on guard now. Oh, yes we do. Meet the librarian. This is just a whole lot of snakes in a robe. They are creepy. Alright, let's show what they can do. They essentially have Zimboy's Meteor Storm spell, but with poison. Also, if they can poison us if they get into melee, as you probably don't need to be told. And I'm not going to let them do it, but they have a turn and attack. One of them's going to come out every time I complete one of these pillars. Oh, there you are. If you look carefully, even their fingers are just more snakes. They're also surprisingly tanky. But not bad altogether. Just don't fail to realize that they've spawned and activate all of the pillars at once. Having 3 of these on the loose would not be good. Oh, more than 3 actually. No poison. I'm wondering now how effective my evasion is, because I keep saying it's not great. But there are times when they seem to do attack animations and don't hurt people. There's no indication that it was evasion. There's no obvious indicator. Just out of curiosity, what is Ano's evasion? We'll just read them while we're running around. Ano has an evasion stat of 9, so she has a 9% chance to dodge attacks. Meanwhile, Nosferatu has a 38%, Zimboy has 5, and Azanak has 19. 3 III. So it's 2V, 3 III. And I'm listing the Roman numerals like that just so I can keep them separate in my head. I can still hear slithering. Couple of fearsome backstabs. Uh-oh. Hey look, earth magic sucks even when enemies use it. Whoops. See how much scarier their melee attack is? That just doesn't hurt. They are tanky. Whoops. Thank you. I was slightly worried about there being 2 of them. Yeah, I can't turn faster than they can. What I can do is turn invisible faster than they can. The fierce backstab. And the annoying poison. There we go. Just in case. In the first Grimrock at least, I'm fairly sure there were enemies who knew how to open doors. I don't think that applies here, and in any case I think I've killed all of them. Excuse me. But no point being incautious. Three. Oh, I've already done that one, haven't I? One II. Or let's face it, since I can't hold those few numbers in my head, 1, 2, 3, 3, and 2, 5. So now, if we press this, nothing much happens. If we pull one of these and press it, now, did you hear that? When I pulled this one and pressed it, it clicked once. This one and pressed it, it clicked twice. This one and pressed it, it clicked 4 times. Also, I can hear librarians. I just realized I've released more. We'll get back to the puzzles in a second. Once I'm not going to get cornered by snake men. God damn it! Aina, what is your poison resistance? 53. I expect better of you, madam. I don't expect better of you, Nosferatu. Actually, I do. Vitality is the scaling stat for poison resistance. And you have in-rattling-y vitality. There it is. Do the old in-out, in-out. Yeah, if you did all the pillars without noticing these guys, and you could, because they sort of spawn off in side rooms, you could get all 6 of them out at once. Oh my god, how many times are you going to message me? This is coming straight through to my headphones, so you're not hearing it, but my phone, I'm getting constant Discord messages. There we go. What? Sleep away the poison. There we go. Goodness gracious. I'm glad Azanaka doesn't have to eat. Oh, Zimboy wasn't even hungry. Anyway, this one makes it click once, this one makes it click twice, this one makes it click 4 times. And just to demonstrate a thing, that makes it click 5 times. It's a binary sequence, 1, 2, 4. Now, we said 1, 2, 2, 5, and 3, 3. There we go. Up, up and away. Hello! We seem to be getting teleported about. Now, this is an interesting puzzle. Do you recall when we first entered here, we were given a compass? Now, we're told this compass is in fact cursed and is twitching nervously. If we take a step forward, we're teleported. But what's this? It's actually different every time. We step in it, the teleporters are random. But this compass that's twitching about points towards every invisible teleporter around us. There's one in front of and to the right of us. So we can very carefully make our way around the room. By following it. Here's all All in all, it was nice of the Island Master to give us this, since otherwise this maze would be unbelievably irritating and impossible. There we go. I think I could throw away the compass at this point, but I might want to go back through that room, so I won't. Well, we could continue onwards, upwards, but obviously we're not going to, because there's a healing crystal. There's a sack. Where is it? It's got some food in it. Precious, precious horned fruit. Unfortunately, Zimboy was not close to leveling up, getting a favourite food bonus. There's not really enough lizard eggs or horned fruit in the game to get more than maybe 2, 3 at the outside with them. There's enough cheese for 4 or 5, I think. Uh-oh. I hear squelching. And faint mewling cries, which indicates there are flying eyes about. That's exactly what you want when there's a pit. Yep, there they are. Okay. I don't much fancy falling to my death. And there doesn't seem to be anything out there, so let's look around at ground level. There. Oh, it's a flying squid. Marvellous. I did not know they could shoot across Z levels. Live and learn. Now, please let the blindness go away so I continue to live and can learn. They are going to be very irritating. Also, the map is going to be borderline unreadable here, since it doesn't account for Z level differences. Ah! Oh, come on, you can't paralyze me when you're... If you want to unparalyze anytime soon, that'd be nice. I keep getting great backstab opportunities. Damn it! Got ya. I think. It's a little hard to tell. Don't turn your back on Nosferatu. I was about to say with that unpleasantness dealt with. Get the old drop shot. Come on. Right. Now can I please explore this area without getting attacked by various flying monstrosities? Yes, I can. Unfortunately, it seems there's nothing to do in that bit. Right, we're really well and truly into the I don't remember these puzzles. But there is what looks like a round button down there. Hey look, I picked up a rock. That turned this pink sparkly gate off. All our friends are coming back to play. You were scarier when we couldn't do enough damage to get the arm. As Anaka demonstrates what it was like. They have backs, they can be stabbed. They're not so they're scary. I tried to say tough and scary at the same time. They're not so stary. They have no resemblance to a staircase. Up we go. And with that one pressed, I think there's more pink sparklies. Yes, more pink sparklies. Time to potentially horribly mutilate our ankles if we screw this up. Ooh, bullets. And another Venom Fang pick. Okay, how does this work again? That's right. Okay, that shot opens this up. However, it also turns this pink gate off. And these activate wind gates, which rotate the shot to 90 degrees to the left. What we need to do is arrange teleporters in such a way that it's dawdling about in there long enough for us to run over here before it gets there. So basically, how do we place them such that it's going to turn as many times as possible before it makes it over there? Okay. And it always turns 90 degrees to the left when you press them. Having the ability to grab them off pressure plates would make it easier, but since we're going to be hightailing it around there, that's not going to be an option. And simply just pressing this one, which is necessary for it to make it there at all, isn't really going to give us enough time to do so. Okay, let's think this through. If we send it here, then here, then here, then here, then here. That looks about as long as I'm going to get it. We don't need to know what Grimrock looks like. We're not meeting any more enemies who will give us diseases. We found that treasure. What do we not need? We don't need that bracer. And the one ring has no bearing on us. Hurry! There we go. Easy as that. Since it's a ladder, we might as well check it out. I think, yeah. Now, if we screw up, we can get back up here. Because we are going to potentially horribly mutilate our ankles. But first, I'm going to stop off for a potion of dexterity. Nosferatu now has a whopping 32 dex. Aino has 58 strength. Aino will not be beaten. Hope you bothered to check where this is going in advance and you're not trying to work it out on the fly. Okay, am I overly paranoid? When I can't see a door opening as I open it, I just assume I'm about to get stabbed in the back. In this game, that probably just counts as, sensible. They have pulled the old fireball launcher behind the door trick on me. More food! Handy if you are having trouble with it. A lot of slimes up there in the very high rafters, which are going to be fun to fight in. See, when I said the map was useless, that's what the previous area looked like. You can't make out anything properly. More cannonballs! I'm up to 46, and I deliberately passed over some. There's more cannonballs than you need. I probably could have broken it out for lesser fights. Oh look, spiders. I can hear scuttling behind me. More behind me than I thought it was. We might just squeak out one last level. I hear fire. Is there a fire elemental up there? I'm switching in Aina's Claymore just in case. It's nearly as good as her Meteor Hammer. Yeah, I can definitely hear fire. And these rafters are a terrible place to fight. If I take a misstep, I'm tumbling down. Yep. Ah, I did not back up fast enough. There's one below me as well, isn't there? Yeah, it's got itself trapped in there. Okay, that could have gone worse. Nobody got injured, at least. I do still hear... I think I still hear fire, though. It could just be slime squelching about. Healing potions! Slimes aren't weak to ice, and I feel like they should be. They look like they'd freeze easily. No, I think I'm just hearing slime squelching. It sounds a little bit like a crackling flame. Oi! This is camping. Oh yeah, remember how I put down the antidote and said I won't meet any more enemies who can disease us? Slimes can. But disease is harmless, and I can make more. And I'm pretty sure I got more potions anyway. You complete wazzock. Oh, I don't seem to have any more antidote potions. Sorry, Ano. She just doesn't regenerate health. It's really not a big deal. Hello? Can we get to that from above? It's very difficult to see, but let's work it out logically. It's that tile is where the treasure chest is. So if I can find myself one level up on the tile adjacent to it, or even 2 levels up if I don't like my ankles much, yeah, that would kill me. Well, it wouldn't kill me, but the team wouldn't appreciate it. Oh shit. Good shooting. I don't care if only Zimboy gets experience because he was the only one who hit it. Ah! God damn it. Oh well. Easy come, easy go with the potions. There's another one, I know there is. There you are. Oh my god, he low-rolled it. Zimboy. Shit. Yeah, let's just have a nap. Ow. No health gain for Ano, but also Ano is plain old fireproof because of her unbelievably high strength. She'll shrug off the disease soon enough. I can't remember how to get to that chest, and I don't think there's enough in it that I care about that fact. I'm not going to use that just yet. 2 potions of resurrection. Someone's got a low opinion of us. Another scaled cloak. I've been over those. Aina doesn't want to dress up as anything but a bear. And these 2 have their best cloak already, the huntsman cloak. Zimboy's got his diviner's cloak. And this area is just a nice little restock. More cannonballs! I saw Aina's inventory out and suddenly they give me all the cannonballs in the world to try and burden me again. This is a quick way down, I believe. Hello. That's how you get to it. You can't drop onto it. And another potion of resurrection. Oh wait, this isn't that. This is a completely different chest. I was about to say it's closed behind me. No, it hasn't. I'm in the wrong place. This one. Over here. I think. So yeah, we don't have to traipse the whole tower to get back here. More ammo. More bombs. If I wanted to at this point, I could probably beat any enemy in the game just by chucking that crate at them and watching the ensuing explosion. We have made it to the top of Castle Grimrock. Castle Nex, I mean. I can't imagine why I'd give Aina the potion of bear form for this room. This room looks completely normal. And safe. And not the final boss. More energy potions because Zimboy is going to be casting a lot for no reason. And we're going to save the game for no reason. Okay, boys and girls, are we ready? Hello again. Do you remember the dragon? It's the Island Master and Lindworm. Also, yes, he speaks to us. Oh look, more bloody zombies. This is the Island Master's gimmick. He puts up a shield and lets us deal with a load of chaff. We're still not going to step near him. He can reach through the shield. And if we go near, Lindworm is going to slap the shit out of us. I think these have lowered HP because there's no way Azanaki can take one out in a shot. Oh yes, and he's responsive. He's calling out Zimboy's fire magic. Time for serious mode. I can't move. Say hello to my little friend. I can't move under the weight of the cannonballs. I have to take off his cannonballs to step. They do sting though. Ow! This is quite the impressive fight visually. Uh-oh. This little tap dance with infantry juggling is more than I was expecting to do. Why are the rattlings still so endurable? Endurable? Ow. Resilient, I think is the word I'm trying to think of. Potion. That little potion will only prolong your pain. I like how much he's got to say. Go away. I will eat your dogs in a minute. There, we got all but one dead, so that... Oh dear. If we get in a line with the Lindworm, it is going to try and trample us like an ogre. Also, yes, the Island Master is casting backup. Let's go full rage. And yes, he has something to say about Aino the bear. Let's try not to get front onto it. Ow! Aino doesn't actually hit much harder like this. Her benefit is that she attacks a lot faster. Oh dear. This is a scarier wave. Yeah, he thinks playing with fire is juvenile, but that's impressive. Ow. Oh, look at her tanking for him. She did a full-on get down, Mr. President. God damn it. Also, yes, librarians can paralyze you. Get them down so I can actually think. He might have something to say. Oh yeah, they drop antivenoms and such as they go. Just, they're being kind. And as you may have seen before, if he runs over his own minions, they will die. Wow, the librarians sting in melee. Get dead! Look, even the Iron Master's losing his patience. Nosferatu leveled up. Nosferatu rolled dexterity because Nosferatu is perfect. More dodge. No. Rage mode. Ow! Aino didn't like that. Not one bit. Aino didn't like it so much she smacked him a one. And there we have it as the sound of a motorbike that the postman's on goes by. I can't imagine why he dropped the gem, considering that we just finished the game. That was the final boss of Grimrock 2. I guess we're all done. And we'll just have to head through this glittery door with a boat on it. And for absolutely no reason, I'm going to save my game and step through. And that's that. We hopped onto a boat and we took off. And that was the end of, okay, I'm not fooling anybody. Let's skip the credits because it's not even slightly hiding the fact we haven't even found the fifth element. There's something going on. That was the regular end of The Legend of Grimrock 2. Let's go and get the special ending, shall we? This is the loading screen that I've been remembering to cut out of future episodes. Future episodes? The last few episodes. Okay, let's turn around and head back. That fight could have gone on a lot longer, incidentally. We are doing unbelievably high damage because of how great the team is. But if it keeps going, there's extra phases of enemies that he summons. One of the last ones, and I think I saw it the first time I played, includes an attack by meteor golems. The easiest way to deal with that one is just to get rid of everything else so that he goes into his enrage attack mode and just let him trample the golem to death. Lindworm will kill anything she runs over. I don't think there's anything secret up here. What do I know? So, it's time to go and find the Shrine of Balance. It's also time to use up some of these crystal flowers. I've got 9 of them. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4 to Ano. Oh. 68 strength, I thought. Have I miscounted? Anyway, when the rage wears off, how's it still 68 strength? Maybe the rage is ticking down or something? Either way, Ano is ridiculously strong. Little bit of agility. Sorry, Azanaki, you're not getting any bonuses. 1 willpower for willpower's sake. It's not actually giving... Willpower doesn't scale much apart from how much energy he's got, and he's got a lot of energy. Plus he can refill it anyway. And there's no point keeping the crystal since I'm just about to go finish the game. I'm not going to have time for another one to grow. 65 strength, that's a good enough number. We can use the teleporters to get back out quickly. You see, there's some unfinished business we have. We never killed this little shit. Now he took off running this way. Before we chase him though, we got to wonder something. Where is the Shrine of Balance? You see, we've been all over the world. There's not really any places left. Now let's consider back. Here's some of the clues that we've been given. We were told that it's in a place of perfect elemental equilibrium, that it's what connects the 4 elements, and that Killigan found his way in there through the simplest spell of balance possible. So, leaving it up to you now, just for a second, where do you think the Shrine of Balance is, and how do I get into it? Okay, that's enough thinking time. Because it's in the area of perfect elemental balance, right here between the 4 elements. How do I get in here? It's been here right the whole time. The symbol of balance between the 4 elements is inscribed on this tile just here, if you can make it out. So if we cast this spell, we are in the elemental Shrine of Balance. Balance is the invisible force that binds everything together. Without it, the universe could not exist. You are well on the way to ascension. With it comes a great price. You still have the choice to turn back. Our final light show. And that is the essence of balance. Okay. Now he ran off in this direction. And in fact, do you remember that there was a door that was never open? It is now. Healing crystal. We're back into the Grimrock lair. It's the lair of the trickster. Oh, this looks fun. What we're looking for is this over here. This is the shrine upon which we'll place a stone of balance. I'm not going to need to shoot anything but the highest quality of cannonballs. I cannot move under the weight of these cannonballs. Jesus Christ. How many can I carry and actually walk? That'll do. You. A true final boss? Uh-oh. He doesn't fight any fairer here than he ever has. Oops. Where are you? Come here, I'll smack you one in the gabba. Still, he's not any tougher than he was. He's so untough that I'm not even going to bother shooting him with Azanaka. Uh-oh. I do still worry when he unleashes hordes of enemies. Oh sweet, Zimboy. Yeah, he's throwing lightning bombs now. Those actually kind of sting. The mosquitoes are just to hold you in place, so that he can get that out. Athletics. More health. This is definitely the right time to invest. Come on, one more blow. And there's the trickster's secret, he's actually the Island Master. Welcome to the actual real ow. Final fight. That hurt a lot. The Island Master has so many tricks. He can cast Fireball, he can cast Poison Bolt, he can cast Icicle Spikes, he can give us that Force Palm, he can clone himself. All the clones can attack with all of his spells at full strength. Zimboy has just been killed outright. Ow. I'm going to be using my healing crystals unrepentantly. This is a brutal fight. That's a clone. Also, I don't know if you can hear the music, it's amazing. It's called The Master and the Apprentice. Go and look it up. Hit a clone enough and it'll break. Oh no, it's actually, that one's the real one. He had his shield up. Yes, that's the other thing. He can put a shield up. While the shield is up, he can't flinch from attacks. I got lucky. I found the real one here. He doesn't have a lot of health. He's not the tankiest boss. What he is fast and strong. Dead again. And I've got to get rid of some of those clones because they're starting to multiply fast. Yeah, we did a lot of damage, but the fact that he's got 2 kills on us already, that's the Island Master. No, it's not, it's a clone. It's good that we weeded some out. We got him to funnel himself down a single corridor. Where'd he go? That's him. He's put his shield back up. It's only because of the graphical settings that we can't see. Ow. His shield. He should have a little blue glow around him when he casts it. There, I just heard it go down. Ow. Oh, that hurt a lot. This is why I wanted all my healing crystals saved up and was worried about using them in the catacombs. He's probably put his shield up, it took so long to find in there. Got him! And that's the Island Master. Azanaka gets the most pointless level up possible. He drops the Wizard's Verge. He drops the Island Master's Key. And he drops this letter. Eons ago, when the world was still new but intelligence had born, the ancestor spirits determined their work in this world was done. Before leaving this world, they gave the words of creation to the people, and among them, to the first guardian of Nexus. For the entire history of the world, the words have been kept in several secret places, always guarded by uninterrupted chain of guardians. When the previous guardian got weak and tired, a new one stepped up. But how to choose a strong and wise successor for this monumental task? 5,000 years ago, my predecessors found the Isle of Nex and determined it to be the safest place on Earth to keep the words of creation. A series of trials were invented to test the physical and mental abilities of randomly chosen individuals. Since then, countless men and women have been tested by the trials of the island, and now my time has come to step aside. I congratulate you for passing the final test. You are now ready to enter the Nexus. Yonanda of Malanyera, Island Master of 1325 to 1487. I forgot he had a name. But yes, this entire constant affair of getting the shit kicked out of us has been one long test. To see if we are worthy of guarding the words of creation. Now let's just quickly take a look at what he dropped. The Wizard's Verge. It's pretty good as a catalyst. Its special ability to disintegrate, which instantly kills any enemy. And this key he dropped, it opened that door. It also opens that one. This key will open every single lock in the entire game. If I wanted to, I could go back and unlock old things. But we've seen a rather more prominent door. One that doesn't have any key other than this one, which will unlock anything. One last save. And we step through to the real ending of Grimrock 2. And now we are the Island Masters. But as much as I'd love to let the credits roll and ramble on about how much I love Grimrock 2, how it improved upon the original in every way, how amazing a game this is, just the sheer experience the first time of exploring this island, solving these puzzles, nearly starving to death because I didn't solve the puzzles fast enough. The sense of discovery and exploration and wonder, and how much the combat, everything had been improved from the first Grimrock. This gorgeous island full of unbelievable amounts of danger and mystery. It was such an incredible experience the first time, and people have gone on and they've made maps in this. There's Steam Workshop support, and there's so many good maps. You should, if you get this game, and you should get this game because it's an amazing game in every regard, even if I hate the air elementals. There is so much, even if you complete the main game, there are so much that has been created by fans as well. I cannot hype up this game enough. I'm letting these credits roll and I'm ignoring the names. I'm so sorry to all of you, but it's actually a very small company, Almost Human. It's only 4 or so people, The first game at least was only 4 people. But my goodness, what an experience it was. Still, let's just very quickly talk about that ending there. If you played the first Grimrock, you may have seen some Easter eggs there. For instance, the 7 golden treasures that were secret collectibles in the first Grimrock were all sitting around the piles of treasure there. But in particular, that book at the end, the final page was a map of Mount Grimrock. And by using that as a guide, because all the floors were labelled, people were able to decode the alphabet that was used there, and they were able to read what's written on the page to the right of it. Now, as important as beta testers are, and they did a great job, the quality control, I'm afraid I'm going to skip over the credits from this point, because those words there reveal something very interesting. And so we're going to load this game one last time, and we're going to take a little wander across the Isle of Nex. Sorry, Secrets of Reality, you can wait a little longer. Because the place we need to go to is the desert. Bit of a hike, especially since there's no wind gate from the hub to get anywhere close to it. Still strolling through the Pyramid of UMass again, and I recall now that I said I wouldn't have to go through that route another time. Turns out I do. Thank you, Mr. Blocker. There's a lot of Zarktons in the water today. What in the Christ? I did not know that these turned up here. Still, they're no match for the power of the Wizard's Verge. The Island Master does not have time for these shenanigans. Yeah, that one's got the key. That one's got a clue. Go away. Actually, no, come closer so I can evaporate you. I don't think we get experience for doing that, but also, who cares? Okay, why is the entire welcoming committee out here? Yeah, I genuinely had no idea. I know new enemies do appear at periodic points throughout the game in old areas. I did not know that was one of them. You better let me get across here without spawning enemies on me. One brief stroll up towards the desert, because we need to go to the top of the pyramid to get there. Oh, hello. I'm not going to get tired of using that. They don't want me finding this final secret. That wasn't the way up. Yes, it was actually what I'm talking about. Into the desert. Oh look, sandwargs. Forgot about them. You can't just make it easy, can you? Well done. There's a lot of them. Now there's one fewer of them. It's quite energy economical. That cannon makes a hell of a boom. What if it works on groups? Yes. See, that's just going to be Zimboy's go-to move. Right, as I was intending to do, the first part of that page says, "From the one who knows you have been deceived." And what that's referring to is this fella. You have been misled. Now everything is composed of 4 sides. 6 is the most powerful figure. And the rest is in the language that was in the lexiconary, the uhu na type stuff. And what it says is, turn right 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Step forward once. Step left once. Turn left 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Step left 3 times. Step forwards 4 times. Step left twice. Step backwards once. Turn right twice. And so since we found an empty spot, let's dig. Doesn't seem to be anything there. Let's keep looking. Let's keep looking some more. This has been The Legend of Grimrock 2. Thank you all so much for joining me. Good day, good peoples.